Hey, most beautiful family in the whole wide world. Welcome back for another video. My name is Jamila Ballard, and this is Most Beautiful Inc. Listen, I got some topics to talk about with y'all today. First topic is going to be about Target. So I got some videos for us to look at, okay? And we're going to discuss some other topics. But let me just say real quick, if you've already subscribed to the channel, please know that I appreciate your love and support so much, beyond words. And remember to like, share, comment below. Let me know what you think. Give me your feedback and let's have a dialogue, okay? I also want to thank you guys individually, personally, for your love and support. If you have not already subscribed to the channel, you might as well go ahead and hit that subscribe button because you're going to need a little J in your day, baby. All right, let's go ahead and get into this video. Y'all know I don't really like long intros. So, yeah. Okay, so as you guys can see, I went into Target today to pick up a couple things. As I walked in, the first thing I noticed was something very interesting. For the first time, I noticed that they had athletic wear, very nice athletic wear, but the athletic wear was in the front. It was by the entrance. That's very unusual. That's very, very unusual for Target, okay? As I continued to walk through Target, I discovered that I discovered the Black history. Hold on. Okay, guys, and then as I continued to walk through Target, I noticed they had a Black history section. Okay, so what is so unusual about that? Obviously, Black History Month is being celebrated next month, right? We're in January, it's February, it's next month. And so here's what's unusual. The Black History merchandise, the Black History section of Target last year was at the entrance. And this year, it is further back. It is almost all the way in the back. It is almost at the back wall. It's close. It's very, very close. And so, you know, that had me thinking. It had me thinking very, very interesting. So I want to know, what do you guys think about this? Okay, so as you can see, there are Black History Month signs where the Black History merchandise clothing is, t-shirts and everything. You see a lot of artwork with brown faces, with head wraps and all of these things that we know it uniquely identifies our culture specifically, okay? And you don't really see that throughout the year at Target, okay? So, yeah, so found this very, very interesting because I have to say that I frequent Walmart a lot. I frequent Target a lot, but not as much as Walmart, right? And so I always joke to my husband that Target is like the Walmart, it's like the snooty Walmart, where you don't really see as many of us at Target as you do at Walmart. At least not where I live. I live in the South. I live in Georgia. This is very different. It's very different for me. The culture here is very, very, very different. And I think if you have not traveled abroad and left Georgia, I highly recommend you do it. It's very different when you leave the South. There's something distinct about the people in the South and their attitude towards people of color. I never really feel comfortable at Target, okay? So I know that a lot of people would argue, well, you know, why don't you feel comfortable? Like, are you stealing? Never. Never. My husband and I shop there together often. We have bought furniture there. We have bought, oh boy, everything from clothing that I've used even for my hauls on my channel. You guys go back, check that out if you would like to. I would really appreciate it. It helps me out. But we've bought everything there, from mirrors, all sorts of housewares, bathroom bathroom decor, curtains for our living room, for our bedrooms. Oh boy, bookcases, bookshelves. We have patronized Target extensively. Period. Okay. And yet, every time I am at Target, at least in my neighborhood, I feel uncomfortable. It feels as if I am being watched closely, to the point where, although I am never stealing anything, I absolutely feel as if I am being watched closely the way a thief should be watched. And I understand why they do it. I totally understand that they can justify, that they do in fact watch their customers. I completely understand that. At the same time, I am saying I'm not naive. I've been on this earth 51 years. I am originally from New York, born and raised in New York, and up north, it's very, very different. Although they claim it's diverse here, it's really not. If you have lived someplace that is actually very diverse, then you would know it sounds a little ridiculous to refer to this area, this part of the South, as being diverse. Because yes, you will see some other nationalities and cultures, but primarily there is a palpable divide between the majority of white people and the majority of black people. Never in my life have I seen people who seem to be just so uncomfortable with my presence wherever I go in public. And I'm not talking about our people, okay? Like I said, it's not like that in New York. And of course, there are people who discriminate everywhere. However, New York is very, very crowded. It does not have the history that the South does. And so there is a tremendous difference. For the most part, the reason why New York is known as a melting pot is because we are accustomed, all the different nationalities are accustomed to living together, seeing each other all the time, seeing each other just during our daily activities and while running our daily errands. We are so accustomed to working together closely with various different nationalities that we not only see at times, but we see all throughout the day, every day, and we interact with each other all throughout the day, every day, everywhere that we go. So let me get to my point, okay? I know I went around the block a little bit, but I had to. It's necessary. I do not think that Target randomly chose to move the Black History section toward almost the very, very back of the store. I don't believe for one second this was just by coincidence. Listen, because of the internet, the average person has a voice. And so we're always hearing different perspectives and we're always hearing different narratives firsthand. And so I have to wonder, have other Targets done this as well? You guys, you got to leave me a comment and let me know, what have you observed in your area? Have you also felt uncomfortable in Target? And have you also noticed that the Black History section was moved? Where you live, was the Black History section at the entry of the store, in the front of the store last year? Because like I said, where I live, it absolutely 100% was. And seeing that they moved it made me change my mind about even supporting Target in general and buying any Black History Month items. We have to really learn to put our foot down and to use our power. Black Americans spend billions in America every year. And when we tolerate being treated as if we don't have power, as if our money and our business is not valued, then we have to be willing to take our money and our business elsewhere. It's that simple. I am really hoping that Target will make this right, because I'm not asking for much. And I'm asking on behalf of every Black person in America that our money and our business be valued and respected. So guys, let's move right on to the next topic. Next topic I wanted to talk about, there is this letter I saw. I stumbled across this post actually on social media. And it was a post, this was posted by a gentleman. I think it was originally probably a tweet, but I'm gonna just read it to you guys. I'm going to show you guys, and I'm going to read it to you, okay? And again, this is a good one. You guys, please let me know what you think. Okay, it says, and I think so it's at Tronique_sithole. I'm gonna SISI, okay? Sithole. Okay, it says, until I put a ring on your finger, your financial burden remains entirely your responsibility, not mine. Any help I render is from the good of my heart. It was never and isn't your right, not an obligation for me. Some women think that because they look good, men owe them money. Sadly, this is true of many women. I hate to even say women in this case, because I feel like so I identify as a mature woman, and most of the stuff that goes on, there's a lot of things I've seen in social media, and we are just, oh, women this, women that, and we are lumping all women into the same category. So I always like to refer to myself as a mature woman in order to separate myself from a lot of the foolishness that so-called women are doing. Nowadays, it's very common for women to think that they are entitled. And again, this is a certain class of women, right? They think that they are entitled to a man's money, and they not only think they are entitled to a man's money, as in their boyfriend, their fiance, their husband, usually it's not husband, but they also think that they are entitled to any random man's money. So I did a reaction about a young woman who really threw a fit, really just embarrassed herself. And I'm sure she didn't feel embarrassed, because I don't think she was bright enough to know that her behavior was embarrassing, quite frankly. Otherwise, she would not have posted the video. But she stated that some man was flirting with her in the grocery store, and how dare he flirt with her without offering to pay for her groceries. I just thought that was one of the most ridiculous things I have ever seen and heard of in my life. And yet, this is something that is trending and has been for quite some time now on social media. Young females stating that men are that they are just entitled to money for new purses. They are entitled to trips, to men paying their airfare, men that they barely know, men that they don't know, strangers, somebody that they inboxed them, and now the man is he's supposed to pay your airfare. He is supposed to take you to the most expensive restaurant.
Look, y'all, she done flew all the way out here.
You really gonna record me?
I'm sorry.
I'm recording this shit. They need to know.
You really gonna record me?
No, they need to know. I done flew her all the way out to LA. She don't give me no cheeks.
Nigga, you lame.
We been FaceTiming. Come on, we been FaceTiming every day.
I don't give a
No, we been FaceTiming every day.
And you really taking me all the way back to the airport? You really taking me back to the
You on the
airport?
phone? Yes, you going to the airport. Yes, you going
And you taking me back to the airport because of what? Tell me
You
why.
didn't give me no cheeks.
I'm obligated to give you no what?
I flew you out.
What are you talking about? You were lame as
No, taking showers in my shower.
It's
stuff
my
like that.
body. What are you
Okay.
talking about?
I don't care. You can't.
I don't have to give you my
taking showers
coochie.
in
Clearly, these young men that live like this have low self-esteem. Because otherwise, you too would put your foot down and say, no, you're not entitled to my money. You're not my fiance. I'm not planning on having a whole life and a whole future with you. You men are really just allowing women to walk all over you, treat you like doormats. They are wiping their feet on you, crapping on you. And let me tell you something. As much as I have talked to women about abuse and coached women about abuse, men, if you are being treated like this, and I know this is not all men, and I know it's not all women, okay? I'm just going to reiterate that point. If you are being treated like this, you are being used. You are being used. And if you would just mature, you would learn how to value yourself, how to value the time and energy it took for you to earn the money that you earned through your hard work, through your blood, sweat, and tears. And so you would set boundaries, and you would require that any woman who wants your time, who wants to spend time with you, also values you. Males and females. A lot of times there is just too much disrespect being tolerated. When you don't respect yourself, you will do anything for people's time and attention. You will feel like you have to spend money that you don't have. And this is another thing that has become woven into the fabric of modern day society. We act as if it has to be this way, and it doesn't. You really can say to a woman who is not interested in you, who only wants to use you, who only wants you to spend money on her, who behaves as if she isn't, you really can just say, nah, I'm good. I'm good, as this young man did. As this young man did. He said, your financial burden remains entirely your responsibility, not mine. He's not your husband. And even that probably sounds old school. I get it. That sounds old school to a lot of women. Okay, I'll entertain that for a second. That's fine. But considering that that's old school and that's old fashioned, then that should tell you how much worse it is to expect a man to do everything financially for you, and he's not even your husband. If you don't agree with a man doing all of that when he's your husband, how the heck can we act like it's supposed to be that way when he's not even your husband? Ladies, make it make sense. Make it make sense. This is just ridiculous. If we are so independent nowadays, we in our bag, everybody's in their bag. First of all, everybody's really acting like money is everything, and money still is not everything. Money still is not everything. It never will be. And when your character is horrible and then you add money to the equation or to the relationship, it only magnifies and multiplies all your issues. All your issues that you already have that come from the fact that you really just have horrible character. Money doesn't solve anything. But what it will do for a greedy, selfish person is give them a moment of satisfaction, something to boast about, and then just keeps that person addicted to, I have to do anything. I need more. I need more. Oh, wait, I saw something over there. I need that. Oh, I don't have that designer bag. I need that. A greedy person is going to use people left and right. And a woman like that, even if you put a ring on her finger, don't be surprised if she's sneaking around behind your back because she wants more stuff than you could give her. Listen, the day and age that we are living in, men, you bet to be real careful. Real careful. A lot of y'all are better off just being alone. You're better off just being alone. A lot of you females too. You're better off just being alone. if you really, really want some beautiful things, some expensive things, okay, that's fine. That's what you want for your life. But all I'm saying is earn it. How about you earn it? That way, there's no strings attached to these random men. Because what do we really talk about nowadays? So y'all just think it's cute to act like you're a prostitute, basically. When you exchange yourself for things, yeah, that's prostitution. And so even if y'all argue, well, I'm not doing nothing with him, okay. So it's not prostitution in your case, but look how you living. Look how you living. Just chasing stuff when you could be chasing your goals, your dreams, when you could really learn what it is to live a fulfilling life where you're proud of who you are, what you really have to say for yourself, the fact that you know what your place is in this world, what your purpose is, that you use your voice, that you know what your voice is and what you have in you to give out to this world, and you're living that. We're talking about a fulfilling life. Because all this stuff is pathetic. It's just pathetic. I've had men offer me money. I've had men say to me, well, when I was a single mother, well, you need help with your kids. You need some help with your kids. I had a bank president offer me a trip and money to help take care of my kids. I've had men at the grocery store offer to pay for my groceries. I've had a white man walk up to me out of nowhere and offer to buy me things when I was in Dillard's, okay, because I was shopping for shoes, and he was dead serious. I have had men offer me things. I've had friends back in the days offer. Married men back in the days before I was married, because I don't play games like this foolishness. There are women who are women of integrity. And it feels so good to say, no, you can't buy me. You cannot buy me. I have a nice car. Thank God. Thank God. I thank my husband for the life that we have. And I totally trust God that whatever this life is supposed to produce and be, it shall. It shall. There's nothing anybody can do about that. When I look in the mirror at the end of the day, I am very, very proud that I'm a faithful wife. Not because I need somebody to want me, but if you ever get to that, if you young ladies who are living like this, if you ever get to the point where a good man truly loves you and honors the queen that you are, and every time you turn around, he's doing something for you without you even asking, you will discover it's so much better. It's so much better, so much better. Long as I had to wait to get to this point in my life, because I made a lot of mistakes as a young woman. A lot. And that's why I can say it's so much better. It's so much better to live a life of integrity. It really is. It really is. You can have nice things. You can look good without having to degrade yourself. Without having to live a life where other people control you, because you think you need what you don't even have in your own pockets, but they got it to give. And so when they decide to curse you out, or tell you, or kick you out the hotel room, or take you back to the airport because they didn't get what they want. See, that doesn't happen in the life of a woman who isn't depending on random men to do stuff for them. Stuff like that doesn't happen. I don't get humiliated and embarrassed by strange men. And y'all, let's be honest. Everything that glitters ain't gold. There's a lot. I don't care what type of pictures y'all are posting with your designer purses and your designer shoes, whatever you got, wherever you're going, wherever you're eating, sweetheart. If you are living this type of a life, you are such an empty person on the inside that you are just faking and fronting all the time. And there's also a lot of craziness and drama and hurt and turmoil that you're not posting that comes along with living like that. All right, guys, I'm good. I've said enough for today. I did want to talk about something else. I had another topic in mind, but we'll save that for the next video. You guys, like, share. Please subscribe. Show a sister some love. I really, really do appreciate it. And listen, remember, in order to truly be your most beautiful self and live your most beautiful life, integrity is a must. It is key. Honoring who you are, not allowing anybody to come along and treat you, not only not allowing anybody to come along and treat you like you are less than, but sweetheart, you're inviting it. You are insisting upon living this way. One day you will get older and you will know better. I pray somebody hears me. I really pray somebody, if it's one young woman that hears me, it was worth my time. All right, guys. Love you all so much. I truly, truly mean it. And I pray that you have a wonderful, beautiful, most beautiful day. I'll see y'all next time.
Back in the day, shit I used to do, used to take, that was then my mistake. You, I dictate, keep your lies, keep your hate. Bitch, you're still weak, no, we can't speak, call your side piece. I outgrew you, I outgrew me, I'm not the girl I used to be.